never do this again, again. But you're a bullet to the brain before I go insane. It's like I'm killing myself just to save myself. Sell me lies that I buy even when they make no sense. I'll value my worth based off your happiness. Keep me splayed and played and surrender into your game. Who'd have thought that this would be my claim to fame? Made me the poster child that they used and abused. I should know better, but I've got one excuse. I'm addicted to the pain, like cocaine in the vein. I shouldn't be, but I'm glad you came. But I'm glad you came. I beg to let you in, like the blade that cuts the skin. I swore I'd never do this again, but you're a bullet to the brain before I go insane. It's like I'm killing myself just to save myself. You're addicted to the pain, like cocaine in your vein. You beg to let her in, like the blade that cuts your skin. She's a bullet to the brain before you go insane. Yeah, 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 yeah. I'm addicted to the pain, like cocaine in the vein. I shouldn't be, but I'm glad you came. I beg to let you in, like the blade that cuts the skin. I swore I'd never do this again, but you're a bullet to the brain before I go insane. It's like I'm killing myself just to save myself.
I know not to call it love if it's a love of the selfish kind. She hadn't learned that yet, and she would smile all the while, being wined and dined as I committed my crime. Most would say she was a good woman, but everyone's got a darker side. You just need someone to push you further, kinda like a lover that makes you feel alive. There always comes a time when the sparkle starts to go. That's when it's time to just let her go. But she couldn't imagine a future broke from the past. Was just learning and that most love it to last. You just can't free a love that bleeds. I always knew she'd come back for me. A love like that won't fall for someone new, and she was never the type to not see it through. She brought 13 roses to the grave of a dead man walking, blood red with the smell of the cigarette she'd been smoking. All night with the sentiments from a heart I left broken, with her petals on the stem, reminiscence of the love that been hell. Hell hath no fury like a woman scorned, neither did the poison of her sharpened thorns. An angel of death with venom on her lips, I somehow doubt that I'm deserving of this. 1,000 cuts were my words to her heart. 1,000 cuts could have been her blade to mine. Instead, she brought 13 roses to the grave of a dead man walking, blood red with the smell of the cigarette she'd been smoking. All night with the sentiments from a heart I left broken, with her petals on the stem, reminiscence of the love that been 13 roses to the grave of a dead man walking. Blood red with the smell of the cigarette she'd been smoking. All night with the sentiment from a heart that left broken. Withered petals on the stem, reminiscence of the love that been. A man of experience who still didn't know love that's true. It took 12 to finally seal our fate, 'cause even a selfish love still takes two. Together forever in Lady Death's embrace ever since. She brought 13 roses to the grave of a dead man walking. Blood red with the smell of the cigarette she'd been smoking. All night with the sentiment from a heart I left broken. Withered petals on the stem, reminiscence of the love that did. You just can't free a love that bleeds. I always knew she'd come back for me. A love like that won't fall for someone new. And she was never the type to not see it through. She brought 13 roses to the grave of a dead man walking. Blood red with the smell of the cigarette she'd been smoking. All night with the sentiment from a heart that left broken. Withered petals on the stem, reminiscence of the love that been. I'd rather be a man all alone than a bitch at the end of some woman's leash. But if you're cool with that and you've got my back, then baby you can roll with me. Whoa. There's a female breed that watch a man bleed and deny everything she did. Then she'll lick her lips and dip her fingertips, salivating as she's about to feed. Ow! Has no qualms against pulling hard on the length of a custom choke chain. Her man she'll abuse, step on with high heel shoes. It's just the way she plays the game. As for me, I'd rather be a man all alone than a bitch at the end of some woman's leash. But if you're cool with that and you've got my back, then baby you can roll with me. There's a so-called man who gives all his being to a woman who's got him feeling some kind of way. He'll be preyed upon until all is gone, spending his final days wasting away on heartache songs. Their so-called lady has him so whipped, he keeps his thing tucked down in between. A woman like that just wags the mail, dragging him all around like a pup by the tail. But when it comes to me, a man all alone than a bitch at the end of some woman's leash. But if you're cool with that and you've got my back, then baby you can roll with me. Now maybe I'm a dog, but I ain't no bitch, not about to whelp and wail. So long as we square, we'll be riding high, 'cause you'll have a true man that'll do or die. There's always gonna be a me and we, and when you count us it still makes two. Behind a strong man is a great woman, and you know that I'll be that for you, but don't forget. I'd rather be a man all alone than a bitch at the end of some woman's leash. But if you're cool with that and you've got my back, then baby you can roll with me. Now, no way. But don't get
am Optimus Prime.
Do you ever wish that you were someone else? Come away with me and we'll lose yourself. Doesn't make a difference if it's right or wrong. We'll be sure your journey doesn't take too long. Effervescence is your essence. Don't worry if it makes no sense. Seize the pleasing to your reason while we pursue your happiness. Drink it up and let it in, sipping from the fountain. Feel the burning, ever-churning revolution. Once without is now within and running through you. Once it's past, you still won't win. Revel in revulsion. Out of one we'll make two, but our numbers still are few. A double dose of chemicals should be enough to see you through. We'll tear your flesh and bind your mind. Contemplate suicide. From what's left of the two of you, at least there's one who's bound to die. You only dream to be Optimus. Instead you're corrupt by us. Too far gone from your life of old. Carry our banner into the fold. An army may not break a nation, but single elimination will. Insinuation, exploitation, sex change, operation, accusation, transformation by an ununited fragmentation. What was broke is something new. It was never about you. You've been used and abused. We'll turn you out, 'cause now we're through with you. You only dream to be Optimus. Instead you're corrupt by us. Too far gone from your life of old. Carry our banner into the fold. An army may not break a nation, but single elimination will. Insinuation, exploitation, sex change, operation, accusation, transformation by an ununited fragmentation. What was broke is something new. It was never about you. You've been used and abused. We'll turn you out, 'cause now we're through with you.
Simply put, another transformation.
Why ain't I motivated? It's like I've been castrated. That's just the way they want me. Stop before I've started! I spend waking hours dreaming. See nothing while I'm sleeping. How much time have I left wasted with all the time that I've been killing? I feel like a revolver about to do a barrel roll. With a point blank I'd probably take just a single shot though. 6 feet down is too far down from where I'm meant to be. Is it him or me or they whom I should stand defiantly? There's only one voice calling from within that's truly beckoning to me. But on the outside I can seldomly ignore the synchronistic masochistic choir at my door. Young blood flowing to the mold. Do just what you're told. Stay until you're old. And when it comes the end, to watch your soul you'll end. No justice against our sin. So we'll begin again.
Once I felt inspired that I could be something more, but they told me I'm erratic and chose to soothe me with the favorite form of static. Pop a pill, watch TV like the latest stream. Do not try to fight, but seek comfort in the misery. Why want a greater purpose when you're destined for the void? Just embrace the sameness and get lost in all the noise. You'll be happy, you'll be free, once you conform to all the norms of our society. But every time I fall in line with what I'm supposed to be, I come to find I'm only giving up another piece of me. Young blood flow into the mold. Do just what you're told. Stay until you're old. And when it comes to the end, to us your soul you'll lend. No justice against our sin, so we'll begin again. It demands survival. My hope, it calls revival. My suffering insists that I defeat it. My life cannot go unheeded. Young blood flow into the mold. Do just what you're Our lives, they have purpose, they have meaning. Not meant to be mindlessly depleting by self-made gods who do the reaping. The more you choose to live that power, we'll start seeping. We'll start seeping. If I am here today, but maybe not tomorrow, I won't surrender with a hollow sorrow. The warning of my God-be-given soul is bowing, but power is all that powers the ravished power cling. Take it all away just by believing in yourself. Acknowledge you've been enslaved by invisible chains. Step into the fray and break them while you're in good health. Forge slave metal in your aura and form it to a blade. Plunging deep into the demons in the trenches. Let their blood be the one that quenches. Find the joy and be inspired. Always know there was to be the plan. Share the message, raise up others, pass through charity to man. Overwhelm the moment, your success isn't overgrow the system. To rebel will live well, guided by soulful wisdom. Young blood flow into the mold. Do just what you're told. Stay until you're old. And when it comes to the end, to us your soul you'll lend. No justice against our sin, so we'll begin again. Young blood flow into the mold. Do just what you're told. Stay until you're old. And when it comes to the end, to us your soul you'll lend. No justice against our sin, so we'll begin again.
Break from the memory of glories past. Snap out of the fantasy of days yet to come to pass. Face the ruin in this nation for which we somehow settled in. Refuse to seek comfort in a world that'd rather leave you suffering. Inside out and topsy-turvy so long as it's all wrong. Inciting our infighting, racism they're reviving when we all get along. Sex morphing a generation of our youth, villainizing families, claiming us ignorant and uncouth. Make the citizen second class, though really more a slave to illegal. Send our money, rights and freedoms, just give it all away. Family they aim to break up, God they would bring down. And you they'd rather hold back when we should take back our ground. Angels on the front lines, eagles flying sky high. We know we may not survive the night, so we're living for the fight. We ain't renegades, we ain't outlaws, we ain't cowboys riding on the wild side. We're the patriots, we're your heroes. Raise up a sword and shield, but it's the book and flag we wield. If you dare do good, your greatest deeds, they'll minuscule and belittle you as they begin to ridicule. And if ever you should slip or trip along the narrow path you walk, they'll be there to catch you and tear you limb from limb. But if ever you're the victim of their broken system, they'll act as though you simply don't exist. Any power you once had, they'll leave you all depleted, with no desire whatsoever for you to try and keep it. It's imperative for you to follow with the narrative. Subservience and your obedience is all that they'll reward, with a pittance that holds some semblance to their hedonism abhorred. Don't dare to settle where monsters revel. It's within the strongholds of evil where the good are called to rebel. Angels on the front lines, eagles flying sky high. We know we may not survive the night, so we're living for the fight. We ain't renegades, we ain't outlaws, we ain't cowboys riding on the wild side. We're the patriots, we're your heroes. Raise up a sword and shield, but it's the book and flag we wield. Hear the trump sound to rally us around. Bear down upon the lances, we prepare for the advance. New banners paint the sky, and we've surely won the day. Though only just one battle, for still the war is waged. Demons in the trenches, burrowed underground, nestled in like locusts until it's time to come around. Like our own worst enemies within us, they live and wait among us. Who once was held reserved, now must aim to conserve and preserve the independence of each man, including man. The rights of beloved woman and the freedom of every human, regardless of circumstance, despite the hand of chance. Blinded to political stance, for all those who act in good faith to see the promised land. Angels on the front lines, eagles flying sky high. We know we may not survive the night, so we're living for the fight.